Ladies and gentlemen, tonight is not just another night. Tonight carries the weight of every moment you've prepared for, the potential of a lifetime compressed into a single opportunity. If you've been waiting for the perfect time, understand this. The perfect time is now. Tonight matters more than the last 10 years combined, because tonight is the turning point where your future is born. Tonight is your breakthrough moment. Think about that for a second. How many times have you looked back at your life, wondering if this moment would ever come? How many nights have you sat quietly, feeling like you were stuck in the same place, watching years slip through your fingers? Tonight, all of that changes. Tonight is not just another page on the calendar. Tonight is the moment where everything you've worked for, everything you've dreamed of, converges into a powerful breakthrough. You see, life doesn't wait for the perfect conditions. It doesn't pause for the stars to align or for the perfect plan to fall into place. No, life rewards those who are ready to step up, who are prepared to grab hold of the moment when it arrives. And tonight, that moment is here for you. You've been preparing, whether you realized it or not. Every challenge, every setback, every victory, it has all been shaping you, training you for this very second. The question is, are you ready to recognize it? Think about the power of now, not tomorrow, not next week, not next year, tonight. Because tonight is a doorway to something bigger than your past, bigger than your fears, and bigger than the doubts that have tried to hold you back. Tonight is the opportunity to step into a new version of yourself, a version that knows who they are and what they're destined for. The breakthrough you've been waiting for isn't a distant dream, it's a reality waiting to be claimed, but it requires your decision, your commitment, your courage to say, "Tonight I change everything." Imagine for a moment, if you had the chance to rewrite your story, starting tonight, what would that story say? Would it tell of hesitation and regret, or of bold action and unstoppable progress? This moment demands that you lean into your potential, because here's the truth. The greatest breakthroughs come when you refuse to let fear win, when you decide that your past doesn't define you, and that your future is shaped by what you do now, right now. But here's what makes tonight even more powerful. It's not just about you. Tonight's breakthrough has a ripple effect. It impacts everyone around you, everyone connected to your life's mission. When you step into your greatness, you become a beacon, a source of inspiration, and strength for others who are waiting for their own breakthrough. You become the catalyst for change in a way you never imagined. So I ask you, will you allow tonight to slip away like so many before it? Or will you rise up and claim it as the turning point in your life? Because tonight the door is open, but it won't stay open forever. The opportunity is knocking. Will you answer? And when you do, when you decide to seize this breakthrough moment, there is one thing you must understand. Tonight is just the beginning. There's a greater challenge ahead, a next step that demands even more from you. How do you prepare to sustain this breakthrough? How do you make sure this moment isn't just the flash in the pan, but the start of a lasting transformation? That's what we'll explore next, because your journey has only just begun. The power of now. Why? Tonight defines your future. Have you ever stopped to consider just how powerful this very moment is? Not yesterday, not tomorrow, but right now, this second that you are breathing in, this moment in time that cannot be captured again. It's easy to get lost in the past, replaying what could have been, or get distracted by what might happen someday. But the truth is, your future is shaped by what you do with the present. Tonight, this moment holds more power than you realize, because the power of now is the force that transforms dreams into reality. It is the place where decisions are made, where actions begin, and where your future takes root. You might be thinking, but what if I'm not ready? What if the timing isn't right? Let me ask you this. When is the right time to step into your greatness? Is it when the fear disappears? When every condition is perfect? The answer is no. The right time is now. Tonight, because waiting for the perfect moment is the biggest thief of opportunity. This very night is a gift. It's a moment in which you can decide to move from being passive to becoming active in your own life story. It's where you choose to stop making excuses and start making progress. The power of now means taking control, embracing your responsibility to act, and refusing to let another day pass by in hesitation. What are you willing to do tonight to change the course of your future? What small step can you take that will set the wheels in motion? Understand this. Your future is not something that just happens to you. It's something you create piece by piece, moment by moment. The decisions you make tonight ripple outwards, influencing the next hour, the next day, the next year. You might not see the full impact right away, but it's happening. The power of now is a secret weapon that successful people have always known. Your ability to harness this moment is what separates those who dream from those who achieve. So don't underestimate tonight. Don't let it slip by like any other. This night is your opportunity to plant the seeds for a future filled with success, purpose, and fulfillment. You have what it takes, but it requires intentionality. It requires focus. It requires a commitment to yourself that no matter what obstacles come, you will take action. Now here's the important question. How do you sustain this momentum? How do you ensure that the power of tonight doesn't fade away with the sunrise? How do you build a life that honors this moment and keeps you moving forward even when challenges arise? That's the next step we'll dive into, because the power of now is only as strong as your ability to keep it alive. And that's where the real transformation begins. Seize this night, transform your destiny. Have you ever realized that every great achievement begins with a single moment of decision? Tonight is that moment, the one where you stand at the crossroads between who you were yesterday and who you're becoming tomorrow. It's easy to say you'll change someday, but tonight the opportunity is right in front of you, begging to be seized. The question is, will you take it or let it slip away like so many nights before? Transformation isn't a distant event. It starts the moment you choose to act. You might wonder, what does it mean to truly seize this night? It means rejecting complacency. It means saying no to fear, to doubt, and to the excuses that have held you back. It means embracing your power, your potential, and stepping boldly into the life you were created to live. Tonight, you are being called to rise, to move beyond your comfort zone, and to claim the destiny waiting for you. Think about this. Your destiny is not a vague idea or some far-off dream. It's a real, tangible future that's shaped by what you do right now. Every decision, every action, no matter how small, sends a signal to the universe about what you want to create. When you seize this night, you are sending a message loud and clear. I am ready. I am willing. I am able. And that willingness creates momentum. Momentum that will carry you through obstacles, setbacks, and challenges. But transformation doesn't happen without risk. It asks you to be vulnerable, to be courageous, and to trust yourself even when the path isn't perfectly clear. The great secret is this: you don't need all the answers to start. You just need to start. The rest will unfold as you move forward, fueled by the belief that your destiny is worth fighting for. What are you willing to do tonight to step into that transformation? What old habits, limiting beliefs, or fears are you ready to leave behind? Seizing this night means taking ownership of your story. It means recognizing that the power to change your life is not in someone else's hands, it's in yours. It means showing up with intention, clarity, and a fierce determination to make this moment count. Because the truth is, destiny doesn't wait for the perfect time. It responds to the bold, the focused, the relentless. Are you ready to be one of those people? Now, as you prepare to transform your destiny, there's a critical next step you can't overlook. How do you build a foundation strong enough to support the life you're about to create? How do you ensure that this breakthrough isn't just a flash in the pan, but a lasting, unstoppable force? The answer lies in understanding the deeper purpose behind your journey, and that's exactly where we're headed next. Your time has arrived. The night of decision. Have you been waiting for the perfect moment to step into your greatness? Have you been holding back, waiting for conditions to be just right? Tonight, I want to remind you The perfect time is now. The time you've been waiting for, the moment you've been preparing for, has finally arrived. Tonight is your night of decision. Will you take it? Too often, people delay their breakthrough because they believe the timing isn't right. They convince themselves they need more experience, more resources, or more support. But here's the truth. Waiting for the right moment is the enemy of progress. Success isn't reserved for those who wait patiently. It belongs to those who decide to act boldly, even when the circumstances are less than ideal. The night of decision isn't about perfect conditions. It's about perfect commitment. Tonight, you stand on the edge of possibility. Behind you lies a decade of lessons, of preparation, of growth, sometimes painful, sometimes rewarding. But none of that matters if you don't make the choice to move forward. This is your time to act. The time to say enough to fear, doubt, and hesitation. The time to say yes to your potential, your vision, and your future. The night of decision demands a response. Will you step up or will you step back? Consider this. Every great leader, every successful person, reached their breakthrough moment because they decided to seize their night of decision. They chose to take responsibility for their lives, to own their destiny, and to commit to the work required. What about you? What will your decision be tonight? The power of tonight is amplified because it is irreversible. Once you decide to act, the trajectory of your life shifts. Doors begin to open that were once closed. Opportunities that seemed impossible become within reach. But if you hesitate, if you delay, the moment passes. It's like a train you can get on now or you'll have to wait for the next one. And who knows when that will come. So I ask you again, are you ready? Are you ready to embrace your time, to claim what's been waiting for you? Your night of decision is more than just a choice. It's a declaration that you will no longer be defined by your past, but by the action you take today. But here's the catch. Making the decision is just the beginning. Once you've stepped into your time, how do you sustain the courage and discipline to keep moving forward? How do you maintain momentum when the initial excitement fades? That's the next challenge we will face together, because tonight, your time has arrived. But the journey ahead requires more than just a decision. It requires a strategy, and that strategy begins now. More than a decade of preparation. Step into your purpose. Have you ever thought about the years that led you to this very moment? Maybe you've been through seasons of struggle, waiting, and hard work, sometimes feeling like nothing was moving forward. But here's the secret. Those years were not wasted. They were preparation. Preparation for the very purpose you're being called to step into tonight. Think about it. Every experience you've had, every challenge you've faced, every lesson learned, has been a building block for what's ahead. You didn't just arrive here by chance. You've been shaped, refined, and equipped over time to fulfill a purpose that only you can fulfill. It's not about rushing ahead without foundation. It's about recognizing the value of what you've already been through and using it as fuel to launch into your destiny. Sometimes the waiting can feel frustrating. You might have asked yourself, why has it taken so long? Why haven't I seen the results yet? But those questions miss the point. Preparation isn't about speed. It's about readiness. It's about developing the skills, mindset, and resilience that will carry you through the journey ahead. You've been in training even if you didn't realize it. And now it's time to put that training to work. Tonight is the moment to stop doubting the time spent and start believing in the purpose that has been growing inside you all along. The challenges you faced were not detours. They were part of the design. The setbacks weren't failures. They were lessons. And now, with all that preparation behind you, you have what it takes to step fully into your purpose with confidence. But stepping into your purpose isn't just about knowing what you're supposed to do. It's about committing to it wholeheartedly. It means aligning your actions with your vision and refusing to settle for anything less than the impact you're meant to make. The purpose inside you is powerful. It's not a casual idea, but a call to action. Are you ready to answer it tonight? Understand this. Your purpose is unique. No one else can fulfill it the way you can. The world needs what you have to offer, and your preparation has made you ready for this moment. The question now is, will you rise up and take what's been waiting for you? Will you stop waiting for permission and start living with intention? As you prepare to step into your purpose, here's what comes next. How do you harness the momentum from your preparation and turn it into unstoppable progress? How do you ensure that your purpose doesn't get buried under distractions or doubt? The next step is about building a foundation that will support your purpose, no matter what challenges lie ahead. And that's exactly what we're going to explore next. Tonight, the chosen rise. Have you ever felt that quiet stirring inside you, the feeling that you were meant for something great, that you are not here by accident, but by design? Tonight is the night when those who are chosen step forward. It's the night when the invisible force that has been pulling you toward your destiny becomes undeniable. The world needs people who are willing to rise, to claim their place, and to fulfill the purpose written within their soul. Are you ready to rise? Being chosen doesn't mean life will be easy. It doesn't mean the path will be free of obstacles or setbacks. In fact, being chosen means you will face challenges that test your strength, your character, and your resolve. But here's the truth. Those challenges are part of the process. They are the fire that refines the chosen, the pressure that forms greatness. Tonight you stand at the edge of that transformation. Will you take the step forward? The chosen are not defined by their circumstances, but by their response to them. They understand that their past does not determine their future. They know that their value is not based on what others say or think, but on the power within them to make a difference. This night is your invitation to rise above doubt, fear, and limitation, to rise into the fullness of who you are meant to be. What will it take for you to say yes to that call? Consider this. When the chosen rise, they become a force of change. They inspire others, shift communities, and leave legacies. They refuse to be passive spectators in their own lives. Instead, they become active creators, architects of their own destiny. Tonight, you have the chance to join those ranks, not by waiting for permission, but by claiming your place with confidence and courage. But rising is only the beginning. It's not enough to simply stand up, you must also stand strong. How do you maintain your position when the pressure mounts? How do you keep rising when the world pushes back? That strength comes from understanding your identity, your purpose, and the power that lies within you. It comes from commitment to the journey, no matter how difficult it gets. So I ask you, are you ready to rise tonight? Are you ready to leave behind hesitation and step into your power? Because when the chosen rise, the impossible becomes possible. But rising also demands preparation, perseverance, and unshakable belief. And that's where we go next. How to build the resilience and focus to stay standing tall, even when the storms come. Because rising is one thing, staying risen is where the true victory lies. The night that changes everything. Have you ever had a moment so powerful, so decisive, that it rewrites the story of your life? Tonight is that moment. This is the night where everything changes. The night when you step out of the shadows of doubt and into the light of possibility. It's the night that stands between the life you've known and the life you've always dreamed of. Are you ready to make this your night? We all have those nights where something inside us shifts. It's a stirring deep within that refuses to be ignored. But what makes tonight different? Tonight the stakes are higher. Tonight the decisions you make have the power to change your trajectory forever. This isn't just another day passing by. This is the pivotal moment that separates those who dream from those who do. What will you do? The night that changes everything doesn't come with fireworks or fanfare. It often comes quietly, disguised as an ordinary evening. But if you listen closely, you'll hear the call to action, the call to break free from old patterns, to release limiting beliefs, and to take bold steps toward your destiny. Will you answer that call? Will you dare to step into the unknown, knowing that what awaits you on the other side is worth the risk? What's holding you back? Is it fear of failure, fear of rejection, or perhaps fear of the unknown? Tonight, you have the opportunity to face those fears head on, to understand that the only thing standing between you and your breakthrough is the choice to move forward. The night that changes everything demands courage. The courage to believe in yourself when no one else does. The courage to keep going when the path seems unclear. But here's the secret. Change doesn't happen in isolation. It happens when you surround yourself with the right mindset, the right people, and the right habits. It happens when you commit to consistent action, no matter how small, and when you refuse to give up. This night is your starting line. but the race is just beginning. How will you sustain your momentum when challenges come? How will you guard this breakthrough so it doesn't slip through your fingers? Tonight is the night to make a choice to embrace transformation and to commit to the journey ahead. Because the night that changes everything is not a one-time event. It's the start of a new chapter, filled with opportunities and challenges alike. Are you ready to open that chapter and write a story of victory? As you prepare to step into this night of transformation, there's an essential truth you must understand. Lasting change requires more than desire. It requires a plan. How do you build that plan? How do you ensure this breakthrough becomes a foundation for lasting success? That's exactly what we will explore next. Because tonight might change everything, but your future depends on what you do after. What you do tonight echoes forever. Have you ever stopped to think about how the actions you take in a single night can ripple through the rest of your life? Tonight, the choices you make aren't just about today. They're about shaping your tomorrow, your next year, your next decade. Every decision you make tonight sends waves into the future. The question is, what kind of waves will you create? You see, the power of tonight lies in its permanence. What you choose to say yes to or no to doesn't just disappear into the night. It echoes. It builds momentum. It either propels you forward or holds you back. Imagine if every time you made a choice that honored your purpose, your vision, your goals, you were creating a legacy, not just for yourself, but for those who will come after you. Can you feel the weight of that responsibility? Can you feel the excitement? Think about the small decisions you make. The choice to work a little harder, to learn something new, to reach out for help, or to say no to distractions. Those moments accumulate. They add up. They become the foundation of your success or the chains of your defeat. The power you hold tonight is not just symbolic. It's real, tangible, and unstoppable if you harness it right. What if you woke up tomorrow already one step closer to your dreams because of what you did tonight? What if tonight was the night you stopped procrastinating, stopped doubting, and started acting with clarity and purpose? What would that mean for your future? How would your life look different in 6 months, 1 year, 10 years? Here's the truth. The echoes of tonight can create a chain reaction. One decision leads to another. One victory builds confidence for the next. But it can also work the other way. One moment of hesitation, one missed opportunity, can echo as regret and what ifs for years to come. The choice is yours. Will you let tonight be a turning point, or just another night lost to hesitation? But here's the challenge. Knowing the power of tonight is just the beginning. How do you make sure the echoes you create are positive, productive, and powerful? How do you ensure that your actions tonight are aligned with your highest vision, and not just fleeting impulses? That's where focus, discipline, and strategy come in. And that's exactly where we're headed next. Because if what you do tonight echoes forever, the next question is, how do you create an echo that builds a legacy? How do you turn tonight's moment into a lifetime of impact? The answer lies in understanding the principles of lasting success. And that's what we're about to explore. Legacy is built tonight. Have you ever thought about what it means to leave a legacy? To create something that lasts beyond your lifetime? Tonight, the foundation of your legacy is being laid. This moment right now is not just about you. It's about the impact you make, the lives you touch, and the story you leave behind. What will your legacy be? Legacy is more than wealth, more than fame. It's about influence. The power to shape the future through your actions today. It's the way your life echoes in the hearts and minds of others long after you're gone. The question is, are you living tonight with that level of purpose? Are you taking steps that will build a legacy worth remembering? Think about the choices you make right now. Are they aligned with the future you want to create? Every decision, every habit, every moment of discipline adds up to the legacy you build. You might not see the full impact today, but that doesn't mean it's not happening. Your legacy starts with the small, consistent actions that others might overlook. Are you planting seeds tonight that will grow into something greater? Legacy also demands sacrifice. It asks you to think beyond yourself, to consider how your life can serve others. Are you willing to give more than you take? Are you ready to lead in a way that uplifts those around you? Because legacy isn't just about what you achieve, it's about what you give away. How will your story inspire the next generation to rise? But here's a powerful truth: legacy is built in moments like tonight. It's not something that happens automatically or accidentally. It requires intentionality, focus, and a vision that looks beyond immediate gratification. When you choose to live with legacy in mind, you transform your everyday actions into extraordinary impact. What would you do differently tonight, knowing that legacy is at stake? And remember, building a legacy is a journey. It requires patience and persistence. There will be obstacles, setbacks, and times when giving up seems easier. But the legacy you're building demands that you keep going. It calls for resilience and an unwavering commitment to your purpose. As you prepare to build your legacy tonight, here's a question to keep close. How will your legacy inspire those who follow? How will it set the stage for the future you desire? Because legacy is not just about what you leave behind, but about how you empower others to rise. And that leads us to the final point: the power of tonight to ignite a chain reaction that changes lives forever. Tonight ignites the chain reaction of greatness. Have you ever realized that one moment, one decision, one night can spark a sequence of events that change not only your life but the lives of countless others? Tonight is that catalyst. Tonight is the ignition point for a chain reaction that will carry your purpose forward, beyond what you can see right now. Are you ready to become the spark that lights up the world? Greatness does not happen in isolation. It is a ripple effect. When you step into your power tonight, your actions inspire those around you to rise, to pursue their own greatness. One courageous decision leads to another. One breakthrough creates momentum that no obstacle can stop. The energy you release tonight will echo in ways you cannot yet imagine. How will you use that power? The chain reaction starts with intention. It starts with a clear choice to be different, to refuse to settle for less, and to take responsibility for your life and your destiny. When you ignite that flame within you, you become a source of influence and inspiration. Others will see your courage and feel encouraged to take their own steps forward. It's a beautiful cycle, one that can transform communities, organizations, and even nations. But here's the reality: igniting this chain reaction requires more than just passion. It requires consistency, focus, and resilience. It means showing up every day with the mindset that your life matters, that your purpose is urgent, and that your legacy is worth fighting for. Are you prepared to keep the fire burning, even when challenges come? Because the true test of greatness is not just how you start, but how you persevere. Tonight you are not just making a decision for yourself. You are planting a seed that will grow into a forest of possibility. Your commitment tonight will empower others, inspire change, and create a movement that transcends time. Can you see that? Can you feel the magnitude of what's possible? This moment is more than a choice. It's a call to action, a call to lead with vision, courage, and determination, to be the catalyst that others need to see to believe in their own potential. And when you answer that call, the chain reaction of greatness begins. It starts tonight with you. So what will your story be? Will you be the spark that ignites change? Will you rise to the challenge, embrace your purpose, and lead with unstoppable energy? Tonight is your moment, your time to step into the legacy you were born to create. Remember, greatness isn't just achieved. It's ignited. It's a flame that spreads, a force that multiplies. Tonight you hold the match. Light the fire. Let the chain reaction begin. And as you do, never forget the future is shaped by the choices you make now. So choose greatness. Choose action. Choose to make tonight the night that matters more than the last 10 years combined. Because tonight, everything changes.